When we look at our investment strategy, we're generally looking to identify where there are critical unmet needs or where there are pain points, and ensuring that our investments in those businesses help address those pain points or meet those needs.
Healthcare, AI, green energies, and energy transition, those are the key pillars. If we don't invest in those sectors, we will not be able to enable the human population to grow and thrive.
The way that we approach our investments within the healthcare space within Mubadala, they're really guided by two fundamental principles. One is to increase access to care, and the second is to reduce cost of care to the overall system.
PCI Pharma, the way to think of it is they'd get the drugs, they'd put them in the package, they'd label them, and they'd ship them back to the Lillys, the Novos, the Pfizers, the big pharma companies.
So if you think about PCI's role in the global healthcare ecosystem, bringing medications from the clinic into the hands of patients in a very timely, very efficient manner with high quality, really high regulatory expertise that's required.
We were tracking PCI well before COVID had hit, and actually the process had launched prior to COVID, but as with everything else, it sort of came to a halt, but we continued to track it and maintained it on our radar.
In some ways, it was kind of surreal that we together managed to make this investment happen over, I'd say, a 3-month period, at a time where really, many of us were in isolation, but we were so much more connected in this virtual world that we had just started embracing.
And so once the process launched, we were, ready to go and very well positioned to be able to win that asset. And obviously it had a critical role to play during the COVID-19 pandemic, but really PCI's capabilities and services extend way beyond that.
Innovation is going to continue growing over the next 10 years as we think about rising demographics, as we think about unmet medical need, the rise of chronic disease. And so PCI is really well placed in this nexus of incredible innovation, but also a deep unserved medical need today.
PCI day one, everything gelled together, everything just worked, and we pushed through it. And until today, it's been performing excellently.
In the past 4 years since we've owned PCI Pharma, not only has the company shown impeccable financial growth, what is really interesting is to see how PCI has grown its capabilities.
PCI we really view as the crown jewel of our healthcare portfolio.
The most important and fulfilling piece has really been the ability to shape a global leader that's going to be a success story for the decades to come.